a book review of A Forbidden Alchemy by Stacey McEwan. Thank you to Saga Press for the physical arc of A Forbidden Alchemy. The stats for the book should be on the screen. Let's talk about this book and what I thought of it. So A Forbidden Alchemy is the first book in the duology. The second book is due out sometime next year, and I'll definitely be continuing the series. For anyone who wanted to know if I'm going to continue, I'll continue, absolutely. Was this my favorite book that I've ever read in the entirety? No. I did have a few problems with it, but it is a light and interesting and very accessible romantasy. If you are looking to get into romantasy, I recommend this one. It is super accessible. The magic system is easy to understand. The political interworkings are not very intricate or hard to follow. You basically are given everything you need to have in order to understand what's going on, and it was done in a fun and interesting and light way. This book is not exactly thin. It's almost 500 pages, and I read it in a day and a half. It's super easy to read. It's an easy read, and that doesn't necessarily mean easy read doesn't necessarily mean not worth the read, because it absolutely is. This is the kind of fantasy I like to read in between thicker, denser fantasies that require more of my concentration, because I can just let this kind of flow over me and enjoy the story and the romance, and without too many issues like plot holes or things like that that would draw me out of the story. This is the first, like I said, in a duology, so of course there are some things that are unresolved, and those I'm assuming and hoping will be resolved within the second book. That being said, I did have a few issues with the book. I found the characters to be a little flat, a little one-dimensional for me. I didn't really wholly buy into the chemistry between our two main characters, and I felt like it was a little predictable in some areas, and others it was not. So sometimes the predictability is not necessarily an issue for me. Sometimes it's not necessarily where we end up. I might know where we're going, but the real journey is in how we get there. And that's how I felt about this. It was a fun ride getting to where I kind of figured we were going, and that was good enough for me. Like, I was happy with that. So I rated this a 3.5. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I will continue. It didn't light my world on fire, but it was a fun read and a pleasant way to spend my time. So I can't really say anything too horrible about it. I would recommend this to people who are getting into romantasy or who already love romantasy, and I can't wait to read the next one and see where we end up.